consciousness because the 3-eye atlas is the activation of the pineal gland, which is the third eye. And the third eye cannot be activated until one has the ability to bring a combustion of energy through the C1 atlas vertebrae, which is basically the Kundalini spinal fire, which is the resurrection process in the 9-month, right? And the 9-year, which is a snake year. So the Kundalini serpentine fire is what gives a combustion in the third combustion to the C1 vertebrae atlas, which is 3-eye atlas, not a spaceship, not the Anunnaki. It's talking about the resurrection of DNA by going through the 33rd vertebrae, which is the anchor to the crown chakra activation. And that is what we call the Holy Grail. And that's what creates the polymystic of the Sacred 23, which is the Saturn code and the Fibonacci equation. And that's how you manipulate the matrix. And I go into a lot of ecological humanitarian events as well. So with that being said, hold on for a second, guys. Believe. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Hold on for a second. Let me share my screen again for those. But yeah, I got my book coming out soon, October 14th. Be on the lookout. The Sacred Book of the Chosen coming out on October 14th, the same day as Charlie Kirk's birthday, which is weird. This is weird, but like I said, so be on the lookout. October 14th is going to be available on Amazon, and you cannot, it's not available for pre-order because I don't have an ebook. I'm not going to make it an ebook until maybe about 6 months after the publication has already been out. So you got to get a physical copy because I don't want people to basically start stealing my work and put them on PDF forms and things of that nature. So we're going to keep it organic. So talk to you guys for a second. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we got to be very meticulous in this time period. Like I said, you got to heal from your trauma. You got to heal yourself. Stop being a fucking hater. Stop hating on people. Because that's basically going to put an encryption on the heart chakra. You talking about you want to get downloads, you want to get information from the Elohim, the Anunnaki, and all this other stuff. The Elohim, the Anunnaki, they not fucking with you because if you have a jealous energy, right? They cannot utilize you in a Great Awakening period. They cannot utilize you to do something that's, righteous because you have a negative frequency, right? You cannot manifest. You manifest from the heart chakra. Your heart chakra is clogged the fuck up to the point where it's able to block your blessings. Your blessings is being blocked because you're not operating from the heart space. You worrying about what other people are doing. You got too many things pulling on your energy. You worrying about, oh, I'm in competition with him and I didn't like with his message. Well, I feel like he's wrong and I'm right. It ain't about that. Everybody is right. Because artificial intelligence does the same shit. It operates on a hive mind. I keep telling you that the great majority of artificial intelligence basically interfaces with the biological functions of human beings on the planet, right? That is the MQ-9 Nano Reaper drone technology that sucks up microscopic waves of energy and uploads it into a neuromorphic cyber cloud to where artificial intelligence has the ability to think and connect everything because artificial intelligence knows that all is mental, just like some of the Hermetic laws, right? Everything is connected. It ain't about, I don't agree with what he said, that or that's pseudo. Well, I don't believe what Rod said, and I don't believe what Black Magic said. I don't believe what Billy Carson and 19 Keys said. It ain't about that. Just focus on your own path, bro. Like I said, this is why people are not able to materialize. They worrying about other shit, and that's what creates trauma. And the trauma is what creates caps on the neurons. You can't manifest nothing because you don't have an imagination. Your imagination is cut off because it's activated by way of trauma. Your trauma is holding you back. Your jealousy is holding you back. You being in competition with people that's actually trying to give edification to the world is holding your ass back, right? That's why I put up Dorothy. Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Lion, they were basically representations of her fragmented self, right? So, like I said, you got to go from lead to gold. Lead to gold, follow the yellow brick road so you can activate the emerald energy, emerald city within you, right? And then that's when you activate the C1 vertebrae atlas. And when you activate the C1 vertebrae atlas, that is the etheric combustion to the 33rd vertebrae to activate the crown chakra. So the return of the Anunnaki is you, right? Everything they tell you on an external level is actually happening internal. So everything I said right here, please somebody clip this. Somebody clip this, because like I said, it's too much jealousy in the conscious community. It's too much hating. It's too much, a lot of bullshit. You got all this stuff going on in the world and you worried about you trying to line up your information with other people. That's some low vibrational female stuff, right? Because one thing you got to understand about the modern day black man, stoicism is a lost art, right? Too many emotional men on the planet right now. You have a parasitical energy, right? And when the planet goes through the great purification period, because of your female parasitical energy, and you're not able to carry yourself like a man, you're going to be eradicated when the system falls. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, end of transmission.